Hey, everybody. Hey, I want to introduce you to the WTF Agency Method. So every agency starts with a founder, and then they get the team and they push the team in the right direction. The team runs from the energy of the founder. The team's direction comes from the founder. The team are the tools that the founder uses. But if you do that long enough, that the team only moves because you're making it move, you get what we call the founder funk. That's when you are in the middle of everything. You are just stuck. You're doing it all. Nothing happens without you. Every decision is yours. Every response is yours. Everything runs for you and you become exhausted. This is the time you're thinking like, is having an agency even worth it? And this happens so often. And if you don't cure the founder funk, your agency is going to stop right where it is right now. So the cure to the founder funk is this. Instead of being stuck in the middle, instead of being at the center of your agency, you got to implement the what the F method. The foundation of the what the F agency method is this, that your agency isn't a bunch of tasks. It's not a bunch of to dos. It's not a bunch of decisions to be made. What it is are the five core functions of your agency that you need to create teams and systems around, and you manage those teams and systems. And sometimes, yes, you are in fact part of the team or system that runs this function, but you are not the driver of the function. You don't own the function. You manage it, but you don't make it go. So the first thing most founders do is get client delivery off their plate. And this is exactly the right place to start. In fact, a lot of agency coaching programs really focus on this process of getting you out of client delivery. And that's exactly perfect. That's what you ought to do. You're working on that. You build a team and system. So cool. Now you have agency ops, right? And so you as the founder are now managing client delivery, but you're not necessarily in it and you're not the driver of it. Cool, right? So what happens next is the founder's thinking, "Ooh, oh, yes, I took that off my plate. And now I've got so much more time for other things. It's going to be awesome." So almost universally, this is when it starts to get funky because you had a little success taking client delivery off your plate. And so you jump with both feet right into sales and marketing because that's where the growth happens. That's where you get better, right? So as the founder, you think, okay, I got client delivery done. And so now I'm going to go grow. And so you jump in super hard. You're, you're a full-time sales machine and you're probably getting clients, feeling pretty good. You're still busy though, because all the sales are happening through you. And there's probably some stuff happening in the other parts of the business, but like you're growing. So it feels awesome and you're excited. And then the founder funk comes back because you've been focusing so much on sales and marketing. Everything else is on fire. Ugh. And this is where you start to feel really defeated. It's when you put a system into place and then you jump and focus somewhere else and that system falls apart and then everything catches on fire. This is where you're feeling like, it's impossible to do this. And so what you might do is then decide to focus somewhere else. And then now if your account management was broken because you grew and client delivery was a little bit on fire, but now everything's on fire. So it's this incredible cycle of fixed and on fire, fixed and on fire. And it goes on and on. And that's because you're in the middle of too much. What you need to do is separate all of these business functions into discrete things that you manage. Now, you might actually be involved in these things. At the beginning, your admin and finance team and system might be you, QuickBooks, and Law and Order on TV, right? It can be very minimal, but you've got to have resources and a plan. And if you can think about these 5 core functions, not as something you do, but as something that you create and improve, the founder funk is going to reduce. And the total key to making sure that the founder funk stays away is to remember that your job as the founder and CEO is not to make happy clients. It isn't. I know that's shocking. It feels bad. It feels wrong. Your job is to make teams and systems that make happy clients. And in parentheses, happy employees and happy vendors. But your job is to think about your business as a set of functions to be systematized and improved over time. Because you don't have enough time and energy and mental bandwidth to take on everything yourself. And that really is at the very heart of the what the F method. Because what the F, sometimes it stands for what the beam, other times it stands for what's the fix, which things first. And the idea is that the WTF method turns what the F into wow, that's fantastic. Now, I want you to start your own journey down this what the F agency method road. It all starts with this what the F agency assessment. It's free. I'm not going to spam you. There's no high pressure. You fill it out. In a couple of days, we get it back to you. We can have a call if you want. But please take this assessment. The link's right on the screen, and we'll put it down below as well. But please take this assessment because it will help you start to see where you are too involved and where you need to elevate and figure out what the F, like where's the friction? What's the fix? Which thing's first? Wow, that's fantastic.